Hi, Sparky Parker here, Colorado Springs and Black Forest, Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I've had a few questions about the hydroponic setup that that my wife and I use in our little greenhouse. This is a little hydroponic system that I built for less than $200. So you can see there's several main components here. Got the reservoir tub that holds the nutrients in the water. Got a pond pump that pumps the water into the hydroponic system. It goes through a manifold. The manifold goes into these 1/4-inch drip lines. The drip lines then basically they pump the water up here, and it falls. The water falls through the pipes. These are 2-inch diameter PVC pipes, and back into the reservoir system. These are 2-inch diameter, 1/4-inch drip lines. The pipes themselves are about 5 feet long, and you notice that I built a little PVC stand to put them on, so that one end is the far end is higher than the near end, so the water is gravity fed back down. Here's a closer look at the manifold. Basically, I just built this out of sprinkler parts, screws into the top of the pump, and then I've got the manifold closed off on both ends to force the water out through these drip lines. And this is just standard 1/4-inch tubing that's into I think it's a 1/2-inch sprinkler pipe. And the pond pump doesn't have to be very strong. It's just your standard pond pump. I think that was the most expensive component of this whole system. It is probably about $50. This is just to give you a good look at the far end, the high end of the hydroponic system, to show you I just screwed holes I drilled holes into the PVC pipes to allow for the water to get into this end, and then I've cut out holes, 5 holes along each pipe to allow for different plantings to take place. And this is what it looks like, how we get the plants started. You'll see there's a growing medium in here. You can use what's it called, coconut something or other. But this is rock wool. I use rock wool because it's just a lot easier to handle. It's organic, and you just put the seeds right in here. You put this little basket of plastic mesh to hold it together, and then you push down the seeds into the pipe far enough so that the rock wool gets soaked, and the rock wool will soak it up and keep the seeds moist, and they germinate very quickly. Like I said, I've got 5 different holes where we can set up 15 different plants growing in the hydroponic systems at once. So this is just a picture of what it looks like with the pump in the manifold inside the reservoir, and the return pipes coming back down where the water drips back in. It's a contained system, so that the water comes back. There is some evaporation that takes place, but this is where you put the water and the nutrients to grow the plants. And here it is all put together just to show you real quick what it all looks like. It's very, very simple device. Pump is in there, pumping the water and nutrients up, flows back down, drips right back in. So you have to check it every once in a while just to keep an eye on the level of the water and nutrients in here, and make sure that the plants are getting moist and getting the nutrients that they need. Sometimes these pipes will turn a little bit, and I'll get some leakage out the sides. So one way to make sure that doesn't happen is to put a plastic cup in here that holds it better on the sides to keep the dripping down. And I also make sure that the pipes are straight up and down. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just to straighten it up to keep it from dripping. But that's it. Very basic system. Like I said, it was less than $200.